Find dy dx if y equals the inverse secant of the square root of x. All right. So the inverse secant's derivative is going to look a little something like this. All right, inverse secant of, we'll call it some random u, so this also incorporates the chain rule. You're going to take the derivative of the inside stuff, which is going to be the square root of x. We'll deal with that when we have to. In the denominator, you're going to take the absolute value of the inside stuff as is, and then a big square root of the inside stuff squared minus 1. All right, so let's look at this in kind of 3 parts. We have the u is going to be the square root of x, all right, because we have that. So the u is going to be the square root of x, but I'm going to call it x to the 1/2. Okay, so if looking at this at 3 parts, u prime is going to have me use the power rule, drop down the 1/2, subtract 1 from 1/2, and I get negative 1/2 as my exponent. Cleaning that up a little bit, that's going to look like 1 over 2x to the positive 1/2, and that's going to look like 1 over 2 times the square root of x. Hopefully you have this memorized or have seen this enough by now that you know this turns into that, but if you don't, no big deal. So that's u prime. The absolute value of u is just going to be the absolute value of the square root of x. Don't overthink it. But if I wanted to find u squared is going to be square root of x squared, which is x. So now that I kind of broke all this down and wrote it into different parts, y prime is going to be this put together. So the numerator is going to be 1 over 2 root x, and the denominator is going to be the absolute value of root x times x. So I'm not sure if it's even worth trying to clean this up and make this look a little bit better. Like, I know we have a complex fraction, but I'm going to leave it like that. I think that's okay. I don't know. Maybe in different problems you might be asked to do the reciprocal. So I guess if you were to do that, you would multiply the top and the bottom by 1 over absolute value of root x. So that would look like this. Y prime equals 1 over. You would have 2. You would have the absolute value of root x. You would have x. You would have root x. It's a mess. So, I guess all of these are okay, but none of them are great. So, I don't know. It's all good. As the kids say, it's all good. Like and subscribe. Hope this helps.